Hello and thank you for watching. In this video, I'm going to explain how to find the factor form to this binomial, identify its zeros and the respective multiplicities to those zeros. We'll begin by factoring this by using greatest common factor. Notice that there's only two terms and the coefficients have a common factor of 3. Both of these coefficients can be divided by 3, and our x's have a common factor of x to the fourth. So we have four factors of x that they both have in common. So let's factor out the 3x to the fourth power. So by factoring out a 3x to the fourth power, the first term is reduced to x to the second minus 12 divided by 3 is 4, and factoring out all x to the fourth powers, factoring all of the x's in that second term, we end up only with 4. Now, if you'll notice it right here, here is a difference of squares. Notice that we're subtracting x squared by a constant. So to factor this is factorable. And to find the factor of that, we simply take the square root of 4, which is 2, and our factors would simply be x plus the square root of 4, which is 2, and x minus the square root of 4, which is 2. So these are going to be the factored form to this polynomial. Now notice that these two factors are not the same, so we can't write this as x plus 2 to the second power because we don't have two x plus 2's, nor can we write this as x minus 2 to the second power because again we do not have two x minus 2's. They're different, so we cannot write it as such. So this would be the factored form for f. Let's now identify the zeros. Well, the zeros for this thing, we're going to cross the x-axis at 0 because of this factor right here. This is not in parentheses because technically this is x minus 0. So we need a 0 right there. X plus 2 means we need a negative 2 to make that factor equal to 0. And x minus 2 means we need a positive 2 to make that factor equal to 0. Now, what's the respective multiplicities? How many times do we need x to equal to 0? Well, then we need a total of 4 in this example. So the multiplicity here is 4. And that again correlates to this right there. Since we have x minus 0 to the fourth power, that means we're multiplying 4 of these things. So we will need x to equal to 0 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. So we're going to see that we cross the x-axis at 0 technically a total of 4 times. That's what again we mean when we're identifying the multiplicity. How many times is x going to equal to that value? Well, how many times is x going to equal to negative 2? Well, we only have one parenthesis where we need to plug in a negative 2 in there. So the multiplicity for that is 1 time. And how many times do we need x to equal to positive 2? Also only 1 time because we only have one factor of x minus 2. So we only need to plug in a 2 1 time into one parenthesis to make the whole thing equal to 0. So here are your zeros and the respective multiplicities. I hope this video was helpful and I appreciate you watching.